because I watch you with my son Jeffrey. We are fans. Oh my gosh. And then I look at you and I go, like, your father is a WWE legend, Ric Flair.
Who's that guy?
Who is that guy? Like, I gotta ask you, what was it like growing up with the Nature Boy? Like, as your father?
Oh man, I think everyone knows him as the Rolex wearing, limousine riding, jet flying, woo, fun machine.
Yeah.
Really, he's just dad.
Really?
Made me drink my milk. He's the guy, ninth grade.
Okay.
I wanted to be too cool for school and hang out with the seniors, but I was trying out for the varsity team.
Okay.
So instead of running the mile as fast as I could, I was like, okay, I'm gonna hang out with the seniors, I'm gonna make friends. But my dad was sitting in the bleachers watching.
Really?
And when he saw what I was doing, he started running along the fence and was like, get going, Ashley, run faster. And I'm like, oh my God, he's in his Zubas, the big blonde hair.
Oh my God.
And he's like yelling at me, running down the fence. And he like stands out.
Yes.
A little bit.
Yes,
like,
he does.
He has the mullet, the gold gym shirt, the fanny pack.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, I'm definitely not gonna be cool freshman year.
Oh my gosh.
It was very normal.
I'm
very blessed.
When did you, but when did you realize Ric Flair is my dad?
College.
It was in college, really?
Yeah. Like, oh, this is cool.
Uh-huh.
Ric Flair's my dad. The volleyball team, hey, you want to come to Raw in Raleigh? Because I went to Appalachian State, transferred to NC State. So my freshman year, I took the volleyball team, well, some of the girls, to Raw in Raleigh. And my dad was wrestling Edge, and it was like, it was cool. Like, I got cool points.
Yeah, and that's when it was like, yeah, it's my dad. Oh my gosh. It's so funny because I watch you so much, and I remember I was going, where were you? Because you missed over a year. I think it was like a year in the WWE.
I'm not gonna cry. Yeah,
I
did.
You were so missed, and I was wondering, like, you had this horrible injury. What happened that you missed that year?
December 4th, I was wrestling Asuka, and I got injured during the match, and it was during the tribute to the troops.
Yeah.
And I got injured in the first, like, couple minutes, and I was like, oh, man, this doesn't feel right. And then I got injured in another spot, like another move, and then another move, and I just kept thinking to myself, like, I'm a fake wrestler, and here are the men and women who serve our country and put their lives on the line, and I can't even finish a match. And for me, it was like, I just don't know how to give up. Like,
really?
I had to finish the match. Like, no matter, like, my leg wasn't working. I was like, I'd never even been injured. So I was like, what's going on? But I just kept telling Asuka, like, keep going, kick me, kick me, kick me. And by the end of it, I was just like, what have I done? I was in so much denial during the match. Like, I fell on my neck during break really bad. I don't even know if that aired live to everyone at home. So
what was the damage that was done to your body, Charlotte?
MCL, ACL, meniscus.
Like all of that, and you finished.
I did.
It happened in the first few minutes of you being in the ring.
Yes.
And you kept going because of your love for the troops.
My love for the troops and my love for the game, and me as a. I do love wrestling. I just didn't know how to give up. I didn't know, like, this kind of relates to my personal life too, but like, I just don't know how to be vulnerable. And here I think the character Charlotte Flair has never been in a vulnerable situation like that. And she's like, Charlotte can't keep going? Like, she's the 14-time women's champ. Right. So like, during the match, I was like, well, I just can't stop a match. Like, I can't just, like, we use the term go home, meaning like, get to the finish, like the finale of the match. So just as it was happening, I was like, well, you just can't stop. And I kept just going, and then like the very last move, I landed flat on my face, and I was like, what are we doing? Like, and then when I finished, and the referee Charles, who I'd known for like most of my life, like he could see the pain in my eyes. It was just, I think the trainers were a little shocked because they'd never seen me
in that
type of way.
But Charlotte, going through all of that pain and then having to keep the face on of strength, you were also going through, like in the middle of a comeback after training and getting your body together, then you were also going through getting a divorce. And that's got to be hard because you got to get in the ring and you got to and do what you got to do, and you can't show that part. Like, how did you handle all of that?
I didn't. I felt like I was failing at my job. I felt like I was failing in my personal life, and the embarrassment of being divorced again and then being compared to my father.
Yeah.
So hold on, let me gather myself.
There you go. We got you.
When I made the decision to file for divorce, the only thing that I kept thinking was like, I just didn't want anyone to know.
Right.
Like, oh my gosh, I have failed again. And then my knee, and then I think, you know, as women, I think men too, but it's like, everyone's probably thinking, well, she's gonna come back a year older, she's gonna come back less than, she's coming back off this knee injury. And unfortunately, the WWE audience hasn't gotten to see the comeback of Charlotte Flair. This wasn't a Charlotte Flair redemption story.
Yeah.
But for me, it's a redemption story for me because everything that I have feared or been scared of or embarrassed of publicly, because, you know, everyone has an opinion, even though they don't know the facts.
Absolutely.
I just didn't. I have to keep. I don't even know where I was. You know what I mean?
The thing, as a person who's been twice divorced, and everything hits you, and you get, and that fear hits you.
Shame.
It's the fear, the shame. But then when you rise up, Charlotte, did you feel like I met this and I conquered this? Like you've gone through the fire in so many ways, and you are still strong. You are still standing. You are still that beautiful woman.
I found my worth.
You found your worth.
I found my worth.
And going through all that, and it didn't break you.
It's okay not to be okay. That's what I learned. It's okay to take a moment, take a breather, to start over. Yeah. And I was able to keep the divorce a secret until I came back, won the Royal Rumble, and then I had I was on Monday Night Raw, like hearing from Charlotte Flair after her Rumble win, her epic return, and then boom, everything hits. Yeah. The media, and everything that I had been scared of hit that day, and I was like, the fight's over. I have nothing to fight. This is me, this is who I am. I'm standing in my worth, and people can have their opinions. And like, I think to the audience who watches wrestling, they don't know what Charlotte has been through to get to where she is, but I know. So what for Ashley, this is my biggest comeback yet.
Absolutely, mama. Sister, this is when you know, when you go through the fire, you know what you're made of. Oh, and I love this, Charlotte, because now you got this big match coming up at WrestleMania. You're gonna be in Las Vegas. Yes. You're gonna step into that ring, Charlotte, after going through everything that you have gone through. You're gonna get up on those ropes. I gotta know, like, what will be going through your head when you step into that ring?
Whew. My career is on my time. Yeah. I've done the homework. Yeah. WrestleMania is my domain. It's gonna be my 8th WrestleMania. My resume is unmatched. I know what I bring to the table, and I know what I've been through to get here.
And you know what you've been through.
And I know what I've been through. So if people woo or boo, I know what Ashley has done to remain on top for all these years.
You know what? And with that, it's like you being vulnerable and sharing, because so many times we feel so imperfect next to them, and you show women that you can survive. You can be, you know your worth. Charlotte, Ashley, Queen, I want to say thank you so much for being here and for sharing your vulnerability. Y'all be sure to watch WrestleMania April 19th and 20th on Peacock in the U.S. and internationally on Netflix. And we're going to be right there supporting you, sister. We're going to be right there.
We're going to have a good